to the sky. Never let adventures pass you by. Be free and follow your crazy dreams. We're living our vision in the RV. Come ride with us and you'll be free.
The Weather Service creating their highest fire threat starting from right now through noon on Wednesday.
It's that time of the year again, the Florida RV Super Show. This year, we're taking to the skies, flying from Harlingen, Texas to Tampa and staying at the Hard Rock, right next to all the action at the Super Show. On Wednesday, our plans are to attend the Grech RV Owners Dinner, where we'll celebrate, catch up with many of you, and hear some exciting news that we can't wait to share later in this video. Then Michelle and I will have to spend some time in the hotel catching up on some work. Then on Friday, it's time for our annual Florida RV Super Show meet and greet at the Grech RV display, where we're always so excited to see so many familiar faces and meet new ones too.
Well, the Grech Owners Dinner is this evening, but I couldn't make it. I'm not feeling well. But Michelle decided to go ahead and go on her own, and I really admire her for her courage, because I know it's not easy for her, nor would it be for me. Hopefully by the time Friday gets here, I'll be feeling better and can attend the meet and greet. If not, Michelle said she was going to go anyway. I just didn't want to get anyone sick. Really bummed out that I wasn't able to go. I was really looking forward to this.
Said you have a secret, may reveal on the portrait. We dress up as well as others, fancy oversized coats. We don't know how to wear them. We do, it look like
We are. Oh, okay. Thanks.
ain't she sweet? See you walking down the street.
Here we are on our last day of the Super Show. Luckily, I'm feeling much better, and Michelle and I are excited to meet everyone.
Said you have a secret, may reveal on the portrait. We dress up as well as others, fancy oversized coats. We don't know how to wear them. We do, it look like both. You are so well.
How you doing? Thank you.
Hi, this is Mayor Jane Castor. On behalf of our great city of Tampa, I wish you safe and happy travels.
Wow, we left Hard Rock and got on Uber about 8:30. Got here, drove all the way over here. It was about what?
15 minute drive, maybe.
Got our bag checked in, got through TSA, and at our gate, all in 30 minutes time.
Business by boarding home sign 1189 to Dennis Howard. American Spain, your parents and your Martinez. Morning seat trips and no more than
Saturday, not a
81.
work day.
True.
And they're, so
That's
your
still
commuting time is probably,
Yeah, that's still pretty
Less.
impressive, though.
but yeah. And it's a smaller airport.
A lot bigger in Des Moines, Iowa. Can't believe the week is over already.
Mm-hmm. It went fast.
It did. So what would you say
about the Grech Owners Dinner?
I attended that Wednesday night, and it was a nice, elegant dinner, yet very laid back. And Mr. Ed Grech and A.J. Thurber spoke, as well as David Reagan, who's like their head engineer. Right. And but it's a very personable event for the Grech owners. You're able to interact with the Grech team and ask questions, and it's just a lovely event for all of us to get together and talk about the Grech RVs and how they're enjoying their units and the trips that they're taking, and the Q&A, and then also hearing about future prototypes and things coming out. So
What?
yeah,
They're working on a B+. It should be ready by the next Florida RV show in Tampa next year. And let us tell you, this is going to be a game changer for
Right.
so many.
Life's too short to get it all right. First time around, you better not mess up. Wanna be born again, I want a second chance, 'cause this time around.
And yes, we're supposed to be testing that too next year. So, or whenever they're finished with it and ready for it to go. So
we are excited.
we're very excited. Of course, having a bigger bathroom, somebody's very excited.
Very excited about that.
Actually, I am too. But yeah, that's big news. Lord, we have been so impressed with the intercom here. We've been so impressed with that.
Blah, blah, blah.
We've been so impressed with Grech RV. One thing, I don't know if you've noticed before, but when they put a model year out, like say the 24 or 25, and if they have other updates that they have thought of after they put that out, they don't wait and hold them back for the next year. They go ahead and start putting them on that model year so that more people can benefit from those new features. They are always constantly looking for improvements, and the customer service with them is
Top
just,
notch.
it's incredible. I understand that we're ambassadors for the company, but they don't ever put us in any situation or ask us, to do anything, to say any of this. It's just, it feels really good to be part of a company that is just incredible like this. The meet and greet went really well.
It did. We had a good turnout. We were very pleased, and it was fun to meet a lot of people that we hadn't met before, and then meet some that have come back.
It really meant a lot to see so many people come and come to say hi to us.
Yeah.
And we always really enjoy that.
Right, and we like doing our meet and greets there at the Grech display. We like it that way, as a one-on-one. People can come up to us and feel free to just be themselves and get to know us and spend a few minutes chatting. And
It's more personable, and we like that. And that being said, Grech never asks us to come to these and do meet and greets at their booth. We always offer to do that ourselves. In fact, we said, you don't have to if you don't want to. AJ always is telling us that.
Yeah.
Hey,
don't feel compelled, but,
right.
but we wanted to do
Yeah,
that.
and people come there to ask us questions about the Grech, because there's a lot of people that's interested in buying and do buy during the show. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Yep, just a little bit,
Flight.
and then we're aboard. So onward.
onward we go.
life's too short to get everything right the first time. Now there's a sentiment that many of us can relate to, and one that the auto and RV industries understand very well. So here we are. We're about a week after the RV show. We're sitting here on, what is today? Thursday. When we got back, the next day, it was starting to get really cold here. And we got down to 26 degrees one evening. So what I wanted to share here is, a lot of people have asked us, is this a four-season coach? It's really not. And the main reason why is because this has the macerator pump actually sits right underneath here. So it's not protected at all. You've got your tank heaters, so you can keep your black tank and your fresh tank, gray tank, keep them warm, keep them from freezing. But the main problem is that macerator pump, and you do not want that to freeze. Let's say you're sitting on a normal day here, got a little liquid in your tanks and still got a little bit of liquid in your pump. That pump's always going to hold a little bit of liquid in it. So what you really need to do is you need to empty those tanks, all the tanks out, not your freshwater tank. That doesn't relate to this, because when you use your macerator pump, you're not pumping anything from your fresh tank. Your fresh tank is, obviously what's supplying your needs inside when you're not hooked up to the city water. So what we need to do first is empty your black tank. So you come out here, you get the hose out, you put it at the sewer dump, and you open up your gray valve and your black valve, and you empty them out all the way. Then you close them up, and then you go inside, and I like to put the RV antifreeze inside the black tank. So I just pour some down the toilet. You got to pour just enough that you're going to see it come out of the hose and shut it off before you pump it all out. So you need a decent amount. Maybe a half of the gallon. So you pour that into your toilet, and make sure you dump it, flush the toilet without any water on, because you don't want to mix any water with it at all. The idea here is to have nothing but the antifreeze in that tank. You're going to turn this pump on and watch the fluid coming out. And just when that RV antifreeze starts to come through is when you want to shut that pump off and then put the hose back. You want to make sure that there is RV antifreeze inside that pump. For the next few days, as long as you do not empty the tanks, that RV antifreeze is going to remain inside that pump, that macerator pump. You can use your toilet and your sinks and everything as normal, and that's going to fill up your black tank and your gray tank. And that's where your tank heaters are going to come into play there, is keeping those from freezing. So, but the next time you empty your tanks, that's going to empty the RV antifreeze out of that macerator pump. And if you have more cold days coming, you're going to have to repeat the process and put that RV antifreeze back in and run it through that pump and turn it off once again. So that's what we did, and everything seems to be fine. It did its job, and it did not crack the pump. A couple years ago when we were on a trip I think it was from California or wherever it was we were on our way back to Iowa, and we were going through some 20-degree temps, and we had to do the same thing many times during that whole trip, and it worked like a charm. So just keep that in mind. Your main problem is this macerator pump. Other than that, the thing heats really well. The Timberline heater, if you're hooked up to electric at an RV park, the electric will heat it, but not near as good as if you switch it to the diesel burner. So the diesel burner on that Timberline, that really heats up really well. It works a lot better, and especially when the temperatures are really low. So we had no problem keeping it toasty inside. In fact, we actually had to turn the heat down in the middle of the night because it got a little too warm inside. So it works pretty well. One other thing I wanted to share with you guys. So you might have noticed that we've changed our logo to look like this. It's Livin Our Vision, and a few reasons for that. First, we feel like we as an entire community are living our vision together. A lot of you say you live vicariously through our travels, and we will do group cruises once in a while, and
It all basically reflects us all living our vision together. The other name was pretty much said the same thing, but it's a little more clear spelled out this way. The channel name will remain the same as far as YouTube. It's going to be at Livin Our Vision, but if you spell it out in YouTube, it doesn't matter which way you spell it. In many ways, as a matter of fact, it'll still bring up our channel, and we purposely made it that way and captured all these different domain names so that it always, reflects back on our channel. So let us know what you think of this new logo, the idea. We love the initials, LOV. We love to travel, but we just feel like the logo is a lot more clean look to it, a little more professional, and it's very obvious, of what it says. I don't know how many times in the years past we've heard people say, "What's that say? Livin RV Vision, livin." But this makes it more clear, and to us, it doesn't just represent Michelle and I only. It represents all of us together. This is our vision that we're living together. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. But if I were going to take anything from today's video, I'd say the most important thing is life's too short. Live each day like it's your last, and make every moment count.
Call it a day and celebrate. Let's celebrate. Call it a day. Let's celebrate. Call it a day and celebrate. Let's celebrate. Call it a day.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click that little bell, and hit that thumbs up.
Celebrate. Call it a day.
See you next week.